একটু এটা সংবাদপত্রের মাধ্যমে জানিয়ে দেবেন। গতকাল আমি আপনাদের বলেছিলাম যে শুভেন্দু অধিকারী যে পদত্যাগপত্র পাঠিয়েছিলেন সেই পদত্যাগপত্র গ্রহণ করা হয়নি এবং কি কারণ, এবং আমি বিস্তারিতভাবে একটা অর্ডার দেব বলে আমি আপনাদের জানিয়েছিলাম এবং সেই অর্ডারটা আমি আপনাদের আজকে পড়ে দিচ্ছি। পুরোটাই আমি পড়ে দিচ্ছি, আপনার এর থেকে যাদের যাদের নির্যাস যতটুকু আছে নিয়ে নেবেন। লেটার ডেটেড নীল from Sri Suvendu Adhikari MLA desiring to resign his seat in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly has been put up before me on 17th December 2020. From the office records, it is evident that the said letter was received in the Assembly Secretariat on 16th December 2020 at about 14:10 hours. I had come to the office on 16th December 2020 and stayed there in my chamber up to 13:30 hours. Thereafter, I left my office for attending a pre-scheduled program. The matter relating to resignation of seats in the House is dealt with under Article 190, Clause 3, Clause B of the Constitution of India and Rule 241B of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly. Article 190, Subclause 3, Subclause B of the Constitution of India says that if a member of a House of the legislature of a state resigns his seat by writing under his hand address to the Speaker or the Chairman, as the case may be, and his resignation is accepted by the Speaker or the Chairman, as the case may be, his seat shall thereupon become vacant. Provided that in case of any resignation referred to in subsection B, if from information received or otherwise, and after making such inquiry as he thinks fit, the Speaker or the Chairman, as the case may be, is satisfied that such resignation is not voluntary and genuine, he shall not accept the resignation. Rule 241B of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly states as follows: a member who desires to resign his seat in the House shall intimate in writing under his hand addressed to the Speaker his intention to resign his seat in the House in the following form and shall not give any reason for his resignation. He cannot add any words beyond what has been prescribed under Rule 241B. Now I will read the letter that has been given to me by Sri Suvendu Adhikari. That also I will read. Now it is 241A, 241B says, the format of the letter is to the Speaker, West Bengal Legislative Assembly, Kolkata. Sir, I hereby tender my resignation of my seat in the House with effect from ... The date is to be put from which date he wants to resign his seat. Place date, yours faithfully, member of the House. Again, Rule 241B A and 1A and 1B it states as follows: if a member hands over the letter of resignation to the Speaker personally and informs him that the resignation is voluntary and genuine, and the Speaker has no information or knowledge to the contrary, the Speaker may accept the resignation immediately. If the Speaker receives the letter of resignation either by post or through someone else, the Speaker may make such inquiry as he thinks fit to satisfy himself that the resignation is voluntary and genuine. If the Speaker, after making a summary inquiry, either himself or through any agency, Secretariat, Assembly Secretariat or through such other agency as he may deem fit, is satisfied that the resignation is not voluntary or genuine, he shall not accept the resignation. I have gone through the content of the said letter and examined in the light of the relevant provisions contained in the Constitution of India and our own rules of procedure. On examination, I find the said letter bears no date and no date from which it will take effect. That has not been specified therein. Again, on examination, I find that the said letter has not been made according to the form set out in the aforesaid rules of procedure of conduct of business in West Bengal Legislative Assembly. A reading of both the Constitution of India and our own rules of procedure makes it clear that the Speaker, before accepting any resignation, has to satisfy himself that such resignation is voluntary and genuine. And I have to be satisfied that it is voluntary and genuine. In the instant case, Sri Adhikari has not handed over his letter of resignation to me personally and has not informed me that his resignation is voluntary and genuine. Unless and until I am satisfied that the said resignation is voluntary and genuine, it is not possible for me to accept the same in the light of the provisions of the Constitution of India and the rules of procedure and conduct of business in West Bengal Legislative Assembly. In view of the facts stated above, it becomes crystal clear that the letter of resignation tendered by Sri Suvendu Adhikari MLA is not in proper form and does not conform to the provisions of the Constitution of India and the rules of procedure and conduct of business in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly. As such, I cannot accept the resignation tendered by Sri Suvendu Adhikari MLA until and unless he confirms that his resignation is voluntary and genuine.